Many years ago, the Russian Empire was conquered by the Mongols, but first,
Let's discuss exactly what got conquered. So before there was a Russian Empire or even a Russian kingdom, there was the Kievan Rus. We know Kiev was a powerful city-state, but who exactly founded it is a subject of debate. Most historians now believe that the settlers of Kiev were Slavic people who migrated from around the Black Sea, but there's an older theory that the settlers of Kiev were actually like Vikings. That theory goes that Vikings came down to Kiev from rivers like the Dnieper and founded a trading outpost similar to ones they founded in Iceland and Greenland.
Can you please tell me about the background of the Russians and Mongols?
Yeah, the Mongols were actually a nomadic tribe, which meant that they moved around and in search for food and other resources, and they didn't have a settled home. And they came together under Chinggis Khan, which in the 13th century they actually conquered many European territories in the end, which this included part of northwest Russia. And what happened was that the Slavic princes were forced to submit to the Mongol rule, as well as give them tribute and their slaves at the same time.
Alright, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
In 1480, Ivan the Great decided to rise up and not acknowledge Khan as foreign ruler. Ivan III and his successors declared themselves to be autocrats, meaning they were sole power source. Moscow state borrowed Mongol institutions, tax systems, postal routes, and the census.
In 1505, Ivan the Great passed away and the throne was passed down to his 3-year-old son. Ivan the Terrible was constantly insulted and neglected. At age 16, he pushed away these haters and crowned himself as Tsar. Ivan the Terrible became successful in defending the remnants of Mongol power. He added vast new territories to the realm and laid foundations for the very huge multi-ethnic Russian Empire. Ivan also created a new service nobility who received noble titles and estates in return for service in the new Tsar's army. His wife Anastasia suddenly died a very unexpected death. He began a campaign of persecution against those who suspected of opposing him. He also killed the families, friends, servants, and peasants of the possible suspects.
the economy in Russia was supported by the peasant life. The majority of peasants in Russia were farmers, and agriculture supported the country's economy. Although the peasants were important to the economy, they were not appreciated in society. Peter the Great was one of the most important leaders in Russian history. Under his leadership, Russia became the strongest state in Europe. In 1699, Peter the Great created Russia's first real army and heavily invested in training this army. He also formed Russia's first navy. Peter expanded the size of Russia through his great military conquests. He also founded the city of St. Petersburg in 1703. The city became the capital of the Russian Empire in 1730.
Peter began political reforms. He tore apart the administrative system and rebuilt it twice during his reign. He started taxes to support the new state and large military. He also created land reforms, making it so landowners had more control over peasants. This helped the Russian economy. Peter the Great also started schools of medicine, engineering, science, navigation, and mathematics, because he knew that the Russians could only hold its reforms if it had a superior education.